What is going on today, YouTube family? We are behind the wheel of a brand new Miata GT, and it is equipped with a 6-speed automatic. There is no clutch pedal down here. Obviously, it is a slightly weird experience, but I gotta say, this vehicle with an automatic isn't as unbearable as you might think, and I'm gonna take you guys on a test drive and show you what I mean by that. Starting out, this vehicle being an automatic GT does have things like adaptive cruise control, which obviously the manual will not. And it's got a nice clear set of analog gauges with a digital helper screen off to the left. You do get rain sensing wipers. You do get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and their new updated widescreen display there. Automatic climate control as well. It does have two buttons here for the 3-stage heated seats for the driver and front passenger. There is no glove box in this vehicle. The only storage you got is this little nook here. No door pockets. This little tiny bit of storage here. And that's about it. You got some nice leather stitching all throughout the vehicle, which looks great. And then you do get some body colored treatment here on the doors. It is a very, very small car and very fun to drive with the top down. Now, because the wind noise is going to be unbearable, I will not be driving it with the top down. I'll try to do a little bit with it down, and then we'll put it up if I think that the wind noise is just too much. But let's go ahead and step out and take a look at it. This is in the new Aero Gray color, so it is a fantastic looking little two-door roadster. It's got these very nice wheels that are machine finished and painted. They are 17 inches. And Mazda did update the lighting, so it does have full LEDs all the way around front and back, and some new accent lighting in the front as well. But it is a very good looking vehicle. The only incandescent bulb is going to be there on the side for the side indicator. But yeah, an excellent looking car. And it's got really nice, I love these tail lights, they look fantastic. It does also have a little antenna, which I think is pretty neat looking, and then single exit or single exhaust with a dual exit. Backup cameras right there, got your MX5 badge right there, and like I said, LED lighting. So it is a very nice looking and driving vehicle. I'll show you the trunk just for something for you to laugh at, but take a look at that interior again. Very nice stitching. I think it's a very nice looking vehicle. Pop the trunk. There's very little space. Does have built-in roll bars. And there is your trunk. I'll put the cubic foot measurement up on the screen now. But it is very small. Of course, there's no pass-through. Vehicle does have a Bose audio system, as noted by that little Bose badge there. But yeah, this is a two-person vehicle. Take it out on the weekends. This is not a travel vehicle. This is not something that you're gonna put golf clubs in. It is just a two-door, two-seater roadster. Underneath this beautifully painted Aero Gray hood, we've got Mazda's 2-liter inline 4 with Sky Active technology, which means it has a very high compression ratio along with direct injection. Makes 181 horsepower, and it's just a very good, reliable engine. Not a whole lot to go wrong. No turbos, no electrification of any kind. This is very, very simple motoring at its finest. You do have your radar down there that is going to be used to keep a distance between you and the vehicle in front of you. But for now, let's go ahead and get settled in and take it for a quick spin. Now, hopefully, I'm going to leave the top down for a small portion of this video and see if it's something that we can bear. And if not, I'll put the top back up. That is a very weird action. I'm so used to going over and up to first with a car like this, but let's take it out, see what it's about. There's a sport mode for the transmission, so we'll check that out too. And because this vehicle doesn't have any turbo, there's no lag. It's got very, very good throttle response. And that is definitely the same in the manual as well. Can't see past that window sticker. If the camera is bouncing around a little bit more than normal, this is not the most plush riding vehicle. It's not what it's made for. It is still a very comfortable ride, but it is a little bit more jittery because of that very short wheelbase and these rather skinny tires. So what a treat it is to just have the sky above you. It's a gorgeous day, 77 degrees outside. This is perfect convertible weather. Absolutely perfect. So I did go ahead and put the top up because I don't think the wind noise is gonna make for a very enjoyable video. Kick it into sport, see how that changes things. I mean, this thing weighs so little that even with 181 horsepower, it feels very, very strong. It really does. And as you can hear, getting out onto the highway, wind noise is very noticeable. Every single one of these windows is as tightly wound as it can be. The top is secured, and it is just loud in here. That's just part of it, right? So if you're looking for a quiet cruiser, you want something that is, you know, a little bit more luxurious, then you're gonna wanna look elsewhere, because this is not gonna be the vehicle for you. But if you want something that's inexpensive, gives you the top-down experience of a convertible, the handling and balance of a vehicle with a nearly perfect 50-50 weight distribution. I think it's 53 front, 47 rear, and then Mazda says when you add the driver, it's nearly 50-50. So, you know, this is a pure sports car for drivers. not a luxurious boulevard cruiser. So just know that before you go into it. Set your expectations where they should be realistic, and I think you'll be in for an absolute treat, because this is still, even with the automatic, a very fun vehicle to drive. I did not feel the same way about the 86, the GR86 or the BRZ with the 6-speed automatic, the way that I feel about this. This just feels better, even with the automatic. So I do enjoy how this vehicle drives. And that transmission in sport mode is super eager to give you a downshift, keep itself in that power band. I see why so many people daily Mazda Miatas. They're easy to drive, fun to drive, very easy to park, and they're good on gas, but they're fun. You know, you're not sacrificing any of the driving experience for efficiency or anything like that. So it is a beautiful balance. This wind noise, however, is brutal. I'm not a Miata guy, but if I were to ever get one, it would have to be the RF with the hardtop convertible. That does add some weight, but you know, for the quieter cabin, I would take it. This transmission, it's not a dual clutch, it is a standard 6-speed automatic, but in sport mode it is incredibly eager to downshift. We'll put it back into its normal mode, let it kind of quiet down a little bit, and I'll also show you how incredibly easy it is to put this top down, and hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. We'll try it out and see. It does have paddle shifters, but I think the vehicle is actually better off left to its own devices. Throw it in sport mode and it does a very good job at sort of figuring out what you want it to do, so I don't really see the need. I mean, honestly, even in normal mode, the transmission is very eager to downshift. Doesn't take a whole lot of throttle application to get this thing to wake up, so that's very impressive, honestly. So to put the top down, click that mechanism, push the top back, ratchet in with one hand, we're good to go. And guess what? That will never break. So you don't have to worry about electronic mechanisms and hydraulic actuators and all that sort of thing, because it just isn't a factor. All right, YouTube family, I want to thank you as always for joining me in today's video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies.